SparkleEgg here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. So in today's video, we are building my in real life apartment in The Sims, and we're also going to chit chat and just hang out. So if that sounds exciting to you, then feel free to stick around, and if you're not subscribed already, then please consider doing that. That would mean so much to me. So I guess let's just go ahead and jump on into the build. So obviously we are building my apartment in real life. This is currently where I am living. I love to build things in my real life in The Sims. I don't know if you guys have ever done it before. I know I've seen a few like childhood home builds and stuff. I think that they're so fun to do. I'm actually pretty happy with how this build turned out. Obviously, there are some limitations in The Sims, so you can't build things exactly, but I think I got pretty close to how my apartment looks with this build. So one of the places where I ran into the most limitations was with furniture. There are definitely a limited number of furniture items in The Sims, and matching like real life furniture with Sims furniture is not easy to do. So definitely, you know, this doesn't look exactly like my apartment. It's pretty close, but the furniture obviously is not exact at all. So just keep that in mind. And also, I just moved into this apartment in August, so I haven't collected all of my furniture pieces, and I'm only 21, and I just moved out of my parents' house, so I don't have like a collection of furniture or anything. So I'm still working on decorating it. Let's just say it's a work in progress, and if you see anything wonky in the build, then just keep in mind that I'm young and I'm working on it. I definitely have plans for the apartment and to make it a little bit more decorated, but with apartments, typically you're limited in what you can do. Like, you can't paint the walls, and you know, they're weird about like drilling holes into the walls, which obviously limits you in things that you can do. So, you know, I'm just doing what I can. But obviously I'm very happy to have my own place. That's very exciting, and it's lots of fun. So also in this video, I figured I would just chat about myself a little bit, because usually in my videos I just stick with The Sims or whatever I'm doing, and I don't really talk too much about myself. But for me, I kind of like to connect with the people that I watch online, if that makes sense. I think one of the really cool things about the internet is that you can connect with people online that you would never ever meet in real life, because, you know, they live across the seas or in a different country, or even just like a little ways away that you just wouldn't ever meet, if that makes sense. So I definitely like to connect with people online. So I figured that in this video I would do that and just talk a little bit more about myself, let you guys get to know me a little bit more. So I actually asked if anyone had any questions on my Instagram stories, so they could just ask me questions directly. So if you want to participate in any like answering or polls or asking questions or anything like that, I definitely plan on doing some. My Instagram followers like decide the house that I built, or, you know, the sim that I made. Right now, I don't think I'm able to do that with the amount of people currently engaging in my content, if you know what I mean, but I definitely plan on doing that. So if you are interested in participating in that and just getting to know me a little bit more and following along on my YouTube journey, then feel free to follow me over on Instagram. I'll link it down in the description box below, as it always is, or you can search at SparkleEggGames on Instagram. So I am 21 years old, and I live here in my apartment with my fiance and my dog Ginger. I'm sure if you follow me over on Instagram, you have seen Ginger before, because I do post her a little bit frequently on my stories. I do love her so much. She is actually a pit bull, and I'm not sure if it's like this in other parts of the world, but whenever you're renting out a space, especially an apartment, it is almost impossible to find anything that will allow pit bull. She's not even full pit bull, she's just part. But it is impossible to find anywhere that allows a pit bull. And finally we found a place, and it's so exciting, and that's so cool that there are some places out there that allow pit bulls. So we have found the place, and we're obviously so excited about it. Another little fact about me is that I am extremely introverted. My favorite thing to do is be at home and just be at home and not with people and talking to people. It's a little bit different on the internet, obviously, but being in real life with real life people, it's not my ideal way to spend my day. I'm not sure if you guys can tell through my videos that I am a little introverted. Definitely whenever I was a child, I was pretty shy. I wouldn't consider myself shy right now. I think I'm just introverted, and I'd rather spend my time alone. I'm like trying to think about fun facts about me and ways that you can get to know me a little bit better, but I feel like overall I'm a pretty boring person, just living an average life. And also, I don't want to give too much about my personal life away, if that makes sense. I just kind of want to keep like personal life and then internet life kind of separate. I do work 2 jobs, and I'm very busy all the time. Right now, I'm not too comfortable sharing exactly what I do. I'm sure you guys understand, like, it's just a little bit personal, and I do want to keep, some separation between those 2 things. One of the questions that I was asked over on my Instagram was, what is my favorite game of all time? And that would definitely have to go to Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. I'm not sure if you guys have played that game before, but it is my all-time favorite game, and I feel like that kind of stems from just nostalgia from my childhood, because I definitely played that game within my childhood. I feel like the question for what is your favorite game versus if you had to choose one game to play for the rest of your life, what would it be? I feel like those are 2 very different questions, because I was kind of thinking about this question, and the Thousand-Year Door, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, definitely would not be the game that I would choose to play for the rest of my life. If I had one game to choose to play for the rest of my life, I don't think that would be the game. It would probably be something like Minecraft or The Sims or Animal Crossing or something, because those games have so much content and you can play it in so many different ways. As with Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, you're kind of limited to the story and you just have to beat the game, and then that's it. But I probably play this game once a year fully through. It's just so much fun. I definitely don't love Mario games very much. I don't love the platforming games, but the Paper Mario series is awesome. I love it. More in particular, the older ones, and The Thousand-Year Door, Chef's Kiss is such a good game inside and out. It is truly my favorite game of all times. I love it so much. And honestly, maybe it's just because of the nostalgia. Those childhood games, they just hit different. You know what I mean? They hit different. Sometimes I have more fun playing games that I've played 1,000 times than picking up a new game. Let's say, for example, the Paper Mario series. If you don't know anything about Paper Mario, then I'm sorry, this might not make much sense. But the older games, they seem so much better than the new games. They're just, they're not my vibe, really. I don't know if that's because old games are better, or is it just the nostalgia of it? Is that what it is? Probably. I'm not sure, but I love the old ones so much better. And then like The Sims 2, for example, too, it's older and it's just better. I don't want to get into the debate of Sims 4 sucks and Sims 2 is the best game ever. I don't want to get into that debate, but you know what I mean? Maybe it's just the nostalgia of the old games that we love so much. Maybe that has something to do with it. Because have you went back and played The Sims 1 and Sims 2? Yes, they are like the best games ever. But also, you really do realize some quality of life changes that The Sims 4 has allowed us, if that makes sense. If you've went back and played those games, then you will for sure understand. So I would like to go back to the apartment build real fast. So all of the apartment buildings are connected together and they're kind of just in a straight line. And then as you can see here, I kind of just like sketched it out. They will keep on going. So imagine that the little buildings just keep on repeating. But obviously I'm not going to build the whole complex or the whole building. That would take way too long. But I kind of just sketched it out so you guys would have an idea of what it kind of looks like. So it's like there are 2 buildings or 2 apartments connected together, and then there's like another section with 2 buildings or 2 apartments connected together, and then they all are kind of in like a diagonal line. As you can see here, it's kind of like off-centered, if that makes sense. And then also you'll see as I go to the back of the building, I'm not there yet, but once I get there, I place little like porches there, but that is a balcony actually. I wasn't about to take out terraforming tools at all, but imagine like there's a downhill from the right side of the apartment and you walk down there and then there's more apartments below. So we're all just crammed in here into this building, but it's kind of how apartments are, aren't they? I feel like I've been rambling a lot, so hopefully this all makes sense to you. The video is actually about to be ending here very soon. There are some little bits and pieces that I just cut out of the video just because I was being very indecisive about it. But you'll see the screenshots and like the final thing. So I asked another question over on Instagram of what game would you like to see me play on my channel, and I had a couple of options, and I know that a lot of you guys don't follow me over on Instagram, and that's obviously okay. But some of my options were Minecraft or Roblox or The Sims 2 or Animal Crossing. And definitely more people voted for Animal Crossing and The Sims 2, but if you guys have a preference of what you would like to see me play on my channel, then let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to play whatever you guys want me to. So this is actually the end of the build. So if you have enjoyed it, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. That would mean so much to me, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm sorry that I rambled so much, but I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye!